Speaking? Yeah. Hello everyone. So today is going to be a topic that I have experienced among my many years. I'm just kidding. A topic basically that I have experienced a lot, and it's been semi-affecting me, not very much. So the topic is worrying. So this topic is, worrying can happen for many different reasons. Worrying can happen over a family member, it can happen over a test, it can happen over an important meeting that you want to be on time on. It can happen over presentation, etc. Worrying, you have to know, is just a feeling inside. It's not something that is just something that it's as big as you make it. Basically, it is just an emotional feeling that you feel when you're not purposely. It just comes to you. It's just like sadness, happiness. You can't control the feeling when it comes to you. You just feel worried. So it can be good and bad. Meaning, worrying can be good in a way that when you worry, it means you really care about something. And that's good if you care about something, because you want it to be the way you planned. You want it to be perfect. If you worry about something, it means you really are passionate about it. You care about it. You are for it, basically. It shows a side to you that you either, like, if you don't care about it, you don't worry as much. If you care about it, you worry. You want it to be exactly the way you planned, and you're afraid that it won't be the way you planned. So, to clear things up, worrying comes up basically. It's an emotional feeling. It comes up when you don't know what the outcome is. When you're not sure of how something is going to turn out. For example, if you have a test that you're going to take, for example, like next week, like me, I have a final next week, and the worrying feeling's starting to come, because in that class we only took a midterm and a final in one whole semester. And there's no quizzes in the middle or barely any assignments. So our grade is basically on the midterm and the final. So if we don't pass one of these tests, yeah, you're not gonna have fun if you don't pass these two exams. So it comes up when you don't know what's gonna happen. It's basically being stressed, not feeling comfortable with doing something. Maybe you're afraid that will turn out the wrong way. So worrying can be a bad thing, because it's just an extra feeling that you're coming up with. Basically, you're making it. It can be that maybe like worrying can be good to a certain extent, but if it goes above that, it can be a bad thing. So worrying can be bad because if you worry too much, you're just like stressing yourself out. You're in control of your body, and you're just making yourself feel a bad way if it goes like over the extent, of course. You're making yourself feel something that's unpleasant. You always want to make yourself feel pleasant as much as you can. because you don't want to feel bad the whole time. So worrying is very similar to anxiety, which is another whole different category. But worrying is like anxiety. So anxiety, the difference between anxiety and worrying is anxiety is like, I think, like short term. Anxiety is when you basically do a test and you're anxious for that like amount of time. It's very similar though. And I think worrying is like a longer amount of time. I actually think it's the exact same like word but different synonyms or something. It's very similar to that. So what I wanted to say is over the counter, like way too much worrying and anxiety can be a bad thing, because you're just bringing, like, when you get like too worried or when you get too anxious, you start like sweating, you start doing like certain like you don't start feeling, it's just your mind makes up these ideas that, oh, I am way too like scared to do something. So this is the positives and this is the negatives, and I think I'm done. Yeah, worrying can be a good thing and a bad thing. Everything that you do, if it's over the counter, it's bad. If it's under the counter, it's also bad. But it's not as bad as if it's over the counter. So you just want to have this, like, you just always want to neutralize what you feel. Anything that you're feeling, don't make it go way too much above. Don't make it, just have that power to neutralize how you're feeling at any time. Even if you have a test, you have a presentation, just don't stress. Life